holds it back a little bit.
Mitchell just trying to run himself out of trouble here. He's probably feeling a little like a caged animal, but that's just the way he's going to have to, or what he's going to have to get used to here.
They've got their deep long on, so if he does want to look to hit straight, it's going to have to be against the spin over the offside or over that long on's head.
Oh, that's great skills, Bash.
And then the other aspect they've done is they've got someone short in on the leg side as well. So if he does look to try and get close to the ball, smother any type of spin, he has to get as close as he can. Otherwise, it brings those catches in on the leg side into play.
Hey! Nice, Bash.
It's a nice shot. Down to long on for one. It's good tight bowling from Bashir here. Just 499 to win for New Zealand. Blundell follows suit. 2 singles to finish. Another good over from Bashir. It's 85 for 4.
For Woakes, who started the rot into the wind, now has that lovely, lovely, lovable strong breeze behind him.
Yeah, life's good for Chris Woakes at the moment. But regardless of the wind, that's where he's been putting the ball, hasn't he? Accurate, probing, a little bit of movement both ways. Questions around Woakes with his overseas record coming into the series, but he's another selection that's been proved right for England. He's been excellent.
Well, one very straightforward observation is that before this series started, everyone was thinking, be a good series, good tight series. It hasn't really worked out that way. But one thing that I can tell you, Woakes, Carse, Atkinson, Stokes will all be very grateful for is the fact that the pitches provided, first of all at Hagley and here at the Base Reserve, have been with pace, with bounce, all the things they want.
And interestingly for Woakes too, is he's done the damage in the second innings when you'd say the conditions are better for batting. That's when he's come on, had a real impact, got New Zealand's best player out. So again, that's the combination of those England bowlers, all very different. See in the economy rates as well today, New Zealand touch 3.62 and over. They have been, in terms of economy, better than New Zealand as well. New Zealand's style of batting, they just don't put as much pressure on the bowling lineup as the England batting lineup does. That's been the standout difference. And you can't expect New Zealand to come out and play like England, but it's certainly from a bowling perspective much easier when you can dictate terms in terms of length. And there's pace, bounce and a little bit of sideways movement.
Okay, as a snapshot, if you imagine this New Zealand batting lineup in this situation coming out, trying to play that aggressive style, counter-attacking style. I mean, Ravindra played a shot that would fit into that, but ill-judged, I'm afraid. But when you have a situation like this where realistically, victory is not on the cards. What's the one thing that people want to see supporting the home side is defiance. So what we're getting here at the moment is a bit of dogged defiance from Mitchell and Blundell. It's a defiant maiden, 85 for 4. We can imagine if all these guys came in sort of flailing the bat as if to say, right, we're going to try and fight back here. And you end up caught wherever it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously it's an attacking field that Stokes is able to field here because there's no panic, no pressure for runs. So you can have catching men up. You don't have to have men in the deep necessarily. You come flashing hard, you might get away with it, but if you get caught and slip for 10, no one likes it. So 26 and 20, Mitchell and Blundell respectively.
Yeah, I never see it as an issue of fight. I mean, everybody fights, just being outskilled. New Zealand have been outskilled.
Oh, lovely. Very good, Bash. Run back, Bashy.
This is very much a sort of holding job, isn't it, for Shoaib Bashir? There's no abundant turn for him. There's a little bit of bounce. So that line that he can experiment with just outside off stump is something he can work on. And the breeze, of course, he has to contend with.
Oh, that's a lovely ball, Bash.
If runs in the bank, you might say, well, why isn't point up or mid on it? Why are they up in the, creating pressure? But it allows the spinner to get some confidence to settle in.